Trotwood family, it's Mrs. C. Welcome to another great Monday. I just wanted to say, as always, that I've missed you guys. This past week was probably one of the rougher weeks with everything that's going on, just because now you're really starting to feel like that sense of loneliness that comes with just you and your family. You're missing the interaction with everybody, whether it's your peers, whether it's your teachers, whether whoever it's from. We are missing that right now. So I personally am really, like I said, taking it a little hard this week. I'm gonna turn on my light here so we can see. Excuse me. I got the sneezes today and got a few allergies going on. Anyways, so like I said, this week in particular this past week has been one of the harder weeks, but I'm glad that we're starting to get into sort of a rhythm to make sure that everything works well. With that, today's few updates that we have going on. The teachers are being allowed back into the building, but in groups of 5 or less. And we are scheduled for certain times. This is to allow for the social distancing. And it also allows us to get back into things like our computers, if there's anything that we need for teaching there, supplies. It allows me to make phone calls to parents and family and stuff like that. We are... like I said, they're gonna let us in for short periods of time, which is good that they're at least letting us engage as much as we can in the building. This will give your Pod B team an opportunity to get together. We have not been together since that last day that we were all together, that Monday, the very, very last day of school. So it'll be nice to get to see Mrs. Tyus and Miss Rice, Miss Nerderman. Of course, myself going in with the 4 of them, and I think Miss Robinson's going to be in with us. So it's really great that they're doing it like this. I'm glad that they are, and that we're getting back in. That shows that there's some progress with what's going on, and that's great. Second update, packets and things like that. If you have packets and you have not sent pictures or contacted your teacher with that information, it is absolutely imperative that you do that. And by imperative, I mean that it is very important. Your teachers have no way to give you any sort of participation grade or any grades whatsoever if you're not actually sending the work. We cannot accept the physical form of the packets. It's to avoid the transmission. So if you know anybody who's got packets, or if you know that they have not sent them in, or if you haven't sent them in, please do. Take a picture of it, send it via our email, Class Dojo. You can send it by text as well, too, because now that you all have my Google phone number, you can send texts. So please go ahead and submit your work. So that's my little spiel about grades and things like that. Let's see. We are going to be doing some weekly checks as well too. We have been asked to start engaging with, just like I had on the last update video, we've been asked to start doing weekly updates to see how our students are doing. Each homeroom teacher is in charge of their homeroom. So even though I may not be your homeroom teacher, hi Jerome, you feel free to go ahead and engage with me as well, but make sure that you're going to your homeroom teacher and letting them know exactly what's going on, because they need to know what's going on. Hi, Amaya. They need to know what's going on, and they need to make sure that they're getting the work from you, and so on and so forth. So you'll start having regular weekly check-ins from your homeroom teacher. We'll be giving you phone calls. Please make sure that you let parents know, or if you're a parent out there watching this, please make sure that you're picking up the phone for us, because we've got an awful lot of parents. I know that you guys are super busy. I totally get it. And we appreciate everything that you're doing out there to help your students. but make sure that you're getting the phone calls, because then you can relay whatever issues that you have, and so on, so forth. So we're working with that. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm all sniffly today. Got these allergies going on. Okay, so let's get down to some stuff ELA centered. Your quizzes on News ELA. I've noticed that a lot of folks take the quiz once, and then whatever their score is, they're like, okay, I'm good, I'm done. Don't leave it like that. You can take the quiz over and over and over again until you get a better score. And that's kind of the goal. I want you to get a better score. There's no reason not to go ahead, and if you don't score so well the first time, take it again. You can take it. Just go ahead and do it. Take the better score. Trust me, because that's 16 points a week. And if you're settling for a 1 out of 4 for every single one of those, you're only getting a quarter of the points. So, that's a whole 4 points out of 16. And you guys have the opportunity to do it over and over and over and again. So please take that opportunity to do the quizzes over again if you need to, so that you can get a better score and a better grade overall. Let's see. Okay, and the last bit of news before I get into like our topic of the day, the live stream. Okay, so we have been live. I have been live streaming 3 times a week. Hi, Sanaya. I've been live streaming 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10. And then I've also been live streaming Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. for bedtime stories. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start backing that down, because based on need, necessity, based on popularity, like what you guys like and don't like. The point of the live streams was supposed to be so that you could ask questions, so that you could have some FaceTime with me. But the interest is just not there, and it doesn't feel like you guys actually need the platform to be able to ask questions that often. And since we're going to be doing weekly check-ins and stuff like that, I just thought at this point, I was like, we're going to go ahead and back down. So instead of 3 times a week, I'm going to go down to 1 time a week to live stream. And then for bedtime stories, I'm going to cut it out altogether. Because it just, like I said, the interest just wasn't there, and there wasn't any sort of engagement. So I'm not going to continue to do live streams if there's no real, audience want for it or need for it. But like I said, that doesn't mean that I don't care, or that I'm not going to continue to try to engage with you guys. If I get enough interest and people saying, well, go back to the live streams, then I will. But for now, there's no need to. And you guys, I know it's kind of boring, like me staring at the computer talking to you. It's much more interesting to like engage in some other things. So, and that once a week, I'll pick a topic of some sort, something to chat about, whether it's work and updates and so on and so forth, that I can give you guys. And then we won't make it very long. We'll just keep going. So there is that. Okay, and on to today's topic. Today's topic, exercises. Exercises for the brain are just as important as exercises for the body. With regular exercise, physical exercise where you're out running or you're out participating in some sort of form of exercise, you need to also remember that taking care of this is just as important, because your brain is what makes the whole gamut of everything happen, right? And if you are not healthy here, then you can't be healthy here. Okay, so first and foremost, to help with this, it's important to have a physical health sort of routine. Are you getting enough exercise outside? Are you getting fresh air? Because it's one thing to exercise in the house too versus exercising outside. Are you going outside to get fresh air? Vitamin D from the sun helps to produce endorphins and all of those necessary chemicals to make you feel better and happier. Also, hi Carlton, hi Kamaria. Also, like I said, getting outside is a great way to stave off boredom. I don't know if you guys were aware, but I recently, I don't remember if I've said it in a previous stream. I recently bought a little playground for my son, like a backyard wooden playground, has like a slide and swings and stuff. Because we wanted Liam and my other kiddos to be able to have like some sort of a play area besides in the house. Because it's one thing to go riding your bike, and then it's a whole nother to like have an actual play area that you can go do that stuff. So if you can't get outside, you can always do exercise inside. That's fine. Open up a window. That helps too. Fresh air and sunlight is like your best friend right now. And like I said, it'll help get you guys feeling a heck of a lot better when you are when you're bored in the house and so on and so forth. So, okay. So my first tip for mental wellness is to take care of your body's wellness. Okay. Go get exercise. All right. Next one. For some mental wellness, it's time to do some like actual brain exercises to work on focus and memory and stuff like that. So here's a really quick activity that you can do that's really simple, and it actually it helps you to focus and put things into your memory that you didn't realize you had, or maybe that you want to have, right? So try drawing a map of your town from memory. That is a very simple exercise that you can do. Me personally, I have driven on these roads in Dayton for so long that I pretty much know the little back roads and stuff like that. Easy ways to get to different stores around the area, shortcuts, that kind of stuff. You would be surprised how many things you remember from taking rides in your car all the time. So if you want to practice a little focus memory game, take a piece of paper, take a pencil, and time yourself. Give yourself, like, say, 60 seconds. If you feel like you need longer, give yourself, like, 2 minutes. And see how much of your town you can actually map from memory. You'd be interested, like I said, when you go on Google Street View, too. And I know some of y'all know about that, the Google Street View, and how fun that is to kind of peruse through. Make sure that you... like I said, that you're being safe with that, but at the same time, enjoy that. It's really easy exercise for you. Okay. Next, brain exercise, right? So besides obviously school, kind of working your brain, here's another fun way to do it. Learn something new. Okay. Doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a new trick on a fidget spinner. It doesn't matter if it's a language. It doesn't matter if it's you learned how to use a drill. Or you read a new book, or you tried a new activity of some sort. Learn something new. It can be anything too. If it's learning a new style of argument, so that you know how you can get your way in your house. If it's a new way to battle in Fortnite, that's absolutely fine too. Pick up some pointers. YouTube has a plethora of things that you guys can learn, right? There's not a single thing that you can't find on the internet now that's completely free for you to learn. So pick up something new. If this is the time that this is the time where you've had the opportunity now for weeks to any free time that you have, which I'm sure is a lot, any free time that you've had, go learn something. Go pick up a new instrument. Go pick up a new hobby. Talk to your parents about trying new things out. My husband and I are getting ready to start learning how to play Dungeons and Dragons, which is not something that I initially thought I would be doing, but here it is, and I'm kind of sucked into it. I really love learning about the mythos and the lore behind it, and reading about the different characters, and learning how I can create my own character and how you play the game. There's so many neat things, like not just internet, but podcasts. Podcasts will tell you so many new things. There are ones that are about medicine and about different things if you're interested on what's going on, right? You know what I mean? There's stuff about the games, like the thing that I'm learning right now. They've got podcasts as well for that. There's a podcast for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're into music, if you're into dance, if you're into Fortnite, if you're into whatever, there's a podcast for it. And there's something on the internet for it as well too. So learn something new. There's no reason not to, stretch your brain for a little bit. All right. Another really easy brain exercise that you can do too, try using your non-dominant hand for exercises and activities that you do. So most of us have a hand that we use for everything. My right hand is my hand that I use to write and to grab and pick up things. When I point to somebody, the first thing I do is I do it with my right hand, right? Try switching it out and doing it with your left hand. It's that simple, right? Go and pick up items that you need, like my glasses, for instance. Pick it up with your non-dominant hand, Try swiping on your iPad or your phone or whatever with your non-dominant hand. Try something new with it. Practicing with both hands helps to actually keep both sides of your brain busy. And so it actually exercises all of that stuff. I love how Kamara is asking me about Zoom. We can do Zoom. I'm open to that idea. I have a Zoom account. I Zoom occasionally with the teachers and stuff like that. And that actually kind of brings me to my next point, socialize. Keeping your brain healthy is important, but one of the main ways that humans like to, hi honey, are you done?
I kind of need some help.
Okay.
Here.
You need some help? Okay, can I help you in like 5 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sweetie. See, Liam's doing schoolwork right now too. Zoom. Okay, yeah, so socializing, right? Go socialize. You don't need to go outside to do it. You can get onto your Zoom. You can get onto Skype. You can get onto email, text, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Go socialize. It is important to keep your friendships together right now and to have interaction, stimulating your mind from your friends, and not just your family, but your friends as well too. Go socialize. Set aside a time that you and your friends can just chat. You know what I mean? I know I recently sat down and I was painting some stuff, and I called Miss Asher because Miss Asher's a friend of mine, and I called her and we sat there and talked for like an hour because we hadn't chatted in like forever about what's going on. And so it was nice to just be able to socialize with my friend, right? Do it. Talk to your friends, because just because you're stuck in the house doesn't mean that you can't still enjoy your friendships. So, all right. With my stuffy nose. Next thing. Meditate. All right. So meditation is not only a way to help improve your mind, but it also helps to improve your body. Because I don't know if you guys feel it too. Stress, man. Stress. Trying to figure out, am I doing this assignment right? Am I doing everything that I need to be successful? Am I helping my own kiddos out? Am I being the best mom? Am I being a good teacher? Am I doing everything that I can, right? So I'm always stressed. Meditation helps to focus your thinking and to calm your mind and your body. And it doesn't even need to be long. Sitting down and taking 5 minutes of time to just relax. There are a ton of ways to do meditation. You don't just have to sit and which is very stereotypical. You can just sit and close your eyes for 5 seconds. Almost like taking a mini nap sometimes. It can be very relaxing. So try to meditate to help you. So meditation to calm both the body and the mind and to help with focus. Next thing, brain games. There are 9 million apps for phones and iPads, and there's computer games and stuff like that are all brain games. Play them. Why not? If you got some free time, go play some brain games. They're a lot of fun. They're like puzzles and stuff like that, things to just keep your mind sharp. And they're going to be great ways for you to just keep enjoying the time that you have, as well as working on something without even realizing you're working on it. So go ahead and try out the apps. Make sure you have your parents' permission, of course. But make sure that you're trying out the apps, that give you an opportunity to play a game. If it feels like it's hard work, you don't need to keep doing it. Sometimes it's good to stick with things, and then sometimes you don't need to. It's going to be for whatever helps you feel like you're making gains. Yes, Kamaria. Brain games. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a bigger scale thing than what I'm referring to. I'm referring to like apps and things like that on the computer or iPads or tablets, whatever, phones. But brain games on Netflix is fantastic. Liam and my family, we all love to watch brain games. Something I found very fascinating too, with your parents' permission. Note, with parents' permission, was the show on Netflix called 100 Humans. It's fascinating to get an inside look onto the human mind and brain and how we do things and why we do things. And one of the questions that they answered on there that I thought was kind of funny was, how do we go to the bathroom, and how do we clean ourselves after the bathroom? Are we unique, or is that something all of us do and we just don't realize we're doing it because it's taboo to talk about going to the bathroom, right? So if your parents give you permission, and only if they give you permission to watch the show, 100 Humans is actually fascinating to watch on Netflix. So, all right. Well, I think that's it for my tips on exercise and keeping your mind focused and so on and so forth, helping with memory. Liam, please stop. That kind of stuff. Again, I'm going to link a couple of websites in the description of the video. So if you're interested in getting that list that I just gave you or a couple of other things, that'll be there for you. And as of today, I guess this will be my last live stream for the week. Again, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Liam, please don't hesitate to give me a call, send me an email. Dojo, doesn't matter. It's I'm going to be here for you, even if I'm not live streaming and whatnot. If there's interest in like a Zoom thing, I'll put that out on Dojo as well. If you guys are interested, maybe I might do that once a week as well too. If you would rather do that rather than me live streaming, I can do that as well. So, but I'll leave it up to you. Okay. Oh, Carlton, you're funny. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Like I said, I love and I miss you guys. I look forward to getting to see you hopefully sooner than later. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out. So goodbye.